Ascending to the Chief Executive Officer role is a watershed moment that ushers in a profound transition, distinct from any previous professional experience. The initial 12 months are pivotal, shaping the trajectory of a CEO's tenure and the organization's future. This period is marked by heightened expectations, a steep learning curve, and the formation of indelible impressions that reverberate throughout the enterprise. As the CEO transition unfolds, it catalyzes a ripple effect that disrupts the status quo across all facets of the organization. From employees to shareholders, business partners to regulatory bodies, every constituent is impacted by this seismic shift. Navigating this transformative phase adeptly is paramount for both the CEO's success and the company's long-term prosperity. This comprehensive guide delves into the intricacies of a CEO's inaugural year, offering insights gleaned from seasoned leaders who have traversed this challenging yet rewarding path. It illuminates the priorities, surprises, and regrets that characterize this pivotal period, equipping aspiring and newly appointed CEOs with a strategic roadmap to thrive amidst the disruption. Assembling the dream team, prioritizing leadership. As a CEO embarks on their transformative journey, assembling a formidable senior leadership team emerges as the foremost priority. Seasoned CEOs and first-timers alike concur that meeting, assessing, and strategically hiring or reshuffling members of the executive suite is a critical first step. The senior leadership team serves as the CEO's indispensable collaborators, collectively steering the organization toward its strategic objectives. Without an effective and cohesive team, a CEO's ability to drive meaningful change is significantly impeded. However, building this dream team is a continual process that demands patience and discernment. Research reveals that the average time for a transitioning CEO to make their first leadership team change is a mere 2.8 months, yet the process of assembling the right people extends to an average of 9.2 months, with some CEOs taking as little as 4.5 months and others requiring a full year or more. Factors influencing the pace of change. Several key factors influence the speed at which CEOs reshape their leadership team's CEO experience. Seasoned CEOs, those on their second or third tenure, often possess a heightened level of comfort and appetite for initiating changes. Their prior experiences equip them with a refined ability to swiftly assess and alter their teams. Internal versus external hire. Internal successors enjoy a distinct advantage familiarity with the existing team. This insider knowledge typically enables them to reach actionable judgments faster than external hires, who must first acclimate to the organization's dynamics. Company performance. CEOs inheriting underperforming businesses tend to move swiftly, making their first team change within an average of 1.1 months. In contrast, those leading well-performing companies take an average of 3.5 months to initiate changes, reflecting a more measured approach. Recognizing that assembling a high-performing leadership team is an extended process is crucial for managing expectations, those of the CEO, the board, the organization, and the market. Reviewing and redesigning the strategic blueprint. Closely following the leadership team assembly, a CEO's second priority is to meticulously review and redesign the company's strategic roadmap. This endeavor ensures alignment between the executive suite's vision and the organization's long-term objectives, fostering a cohesive path forward. Crafting a well-defined strategy is akin to negotiating with internal and external stakeholders, aligning their diverse perspectives and aspirations. As Chris Voss, a renowned negotiation expert, emphasizes, negotiations extend beyond transactional exchanges. They are opportunities to cultivate collaborative, enduring prosperity. By engaging in this strategic review process, CEOs can navigate the intricate web of stakeholder interests, addressing potential concerns, and leveraging tactical empathy to understand the underlying fears and motivations that shape decision-making. Shaping performance metrics and cultivating culture. Once the strategic blueprint is solidified, a CEO's attention turns to two intertwined priorities: establishing clear performance metrics and shaping the organization's culture. These elements form the foundation upon which the strategy is executed and success is measured. Performance metrics serve as guideposts, providing quantifiable benchmarks that align the workforce's efforts with the overarching vision. Simultaneously, cultivating a positive and collaborative culture fosters an environment conducive to achieving these metrics. In this realm, CEOs must negotiate not only with external parties, but also with their internal teams and stakeholders. Clear communication, trust building, and the adept management of expectations are vital to fostering a culture that embraces the performance metrics and drives the organization towards success. Engaging the board, a delicate balancing act. While the senior leadership team, strategy, performance, and culture demand significant attention, CEOs often find themselves dedicating more time to board-related activities than initially anticipated. This aspect of the role can be a surprising and challenging adjustment for many new CEOs. Engaging with the board is akin to navigating a complex negotiation, where the CEO must skillfully manage the expectations and concerns of multiple stakeholders. As one CEO aptly described, "You move from having one boss to having multiple." Approximately 45% of new CEOs report spending more time on board-related activities than expected, underscoring the importance of preparing for this transition. Effective communication, transparency, and the ability to build trust with the board are essential for successful leadership. Emotional intelligence, the unexpected hurdle. Amidst the myriad of priorities and challenges, one aspect that frequently catches new CEOs off guard is the emotional weight of the role. For 36% of respondents, the emotional toll was an unanticipated surprise, testing their resilience and emotional intelligence. Navigating the CEO transition demands a delicate balance of logic and empathy, strategic decision-making, and emotional awareness. Maintaining a clear, intuitive approach to negotiation and problem-solving becomes paramount, as emotions can cloud judgment and impede effective leadership. Developing emotional intelligence and cultivating resilience are critical traits for a successful CEO. By acknowledging and preparing for the emotional challenges inherent in the role, new leaders can better equip themselves to navigate this aspect of the transition with grace and clarity. Surprises and regrets, lessons from the trenches. Despite the best-laid plans and preparations, the CEO transition often yields unexpected surprises and, in hindsight, regrets. Understanding these common experiences can help aspiring and newly appointed CEOs anticipate potential pitfalls and proactively mitigate their impact. Surprises, uncovering the unexpected. Among the most frequently cited surprises for new CEOs, a staggering 75% reported feeling negatively surprised by the reality of the company's culture they had stepped into. This disconnect between perception and reality can be a jarring wake-up call, highlighting the importance of thorough due diligence and open communication during the transition process. Similarly, 63% of new CEOs found the financial or operational state of the business to be worse than expected, underscoring the need for comprehensive assessments and contingency planning. On a more positive note, 89% of respondents were pleasantly surprised by the quality and dedication of the organization's employees, a testament to the resilience and commitment of the workforce. Regrets, hindsight, and lessons learned. As CEOs reflect on their inaugural year, a common theme emerges: the desire to have moved faster in making changes to and building their teams. A resounding 66% of respondents expressed this regret, with experienced CEOs on their second or third tenure being the most vocal advocates for swift action. Paradoxically, however, research reveals that experienced CEOs were actually slower to initiate team changes compared to first-time CEOs, taking an average of 4 months versus 2.6 months, respectively. This paradox underscores the importance of maintaining a sense of urgency and decisiveness, regardless of prior experience. Another prevalent regret, cited by 48% of new CEOs, centered on the need to adapt their leadership style more effectively. This manifested in various forms: assertiveness, trusting their instincts and making decisions with conviction rather than hesitating or second-guessing; transparency, ensuring clear and open communication with the board and organization, fostering trust and alignment throughout the transition process; mentality, embracing the CEO mindset fully rather than lingering in the thought patterns and behaviors of their previous role. Finally, 25% of CEOs wished they had engaged more effectively with the board during their transition. This sentiment, coupled with the fact that over 63% of participants reported some form of conflict with the board in their first year, highlights the criticality of proactive board engagement and relationship building. Embracing the disruptive nature of CEO transitions. As the ultimate disruptor within an organization, a CEO transition necessitates a strategic and comprehensive approach to navigate the ensuing upheaval successfully. By understanding the priorities, surprises, and regrets that characterize this pivotal period, newly appointed CEOs can proactively mitigate potential challenges and capitalize on opportunities for growth and transformation. Establishing a clear strategic roadmap. Ensuring that the organization's strategic plan is current, clear, and well communicated is a critical first step. This strategic blueprint serves as a guiding light, providing clarity and alignment even in the midst of leadership transitions. If no such plan exists, developing one should be a top priority. Considering the needs of all constituents. A CEO transition impacts a diverse array of constituents, both internal and external. Identifying these stakeholders and proactively addressing their potential concerns through tailored communication plans is essential. This approach fosters transparency, builds trust, and maintains confidence in the organization during times of change. Defining short and long-term priorities is crucial. Newly appointed CEOs must swiftly identify and address any immediate challenges or opportunities that demand prompt attention. Simultaneously, they must collaborate with the board and senior leadership team to establish clear long-term priorities aligned with the strategic plan. Embracing the change process is essential. The degree of change required during a CEO transition can vary greatly, from a stable organization to a complete turnaround. The board and the new CEO must candidly discuss the extent of change needed and develop a supportive framework to facilitate the process. Assessments conducted during the hiring process can provide valuable insights into the leadership style best suited for the specific challenge at hand. Fostering open dialogue and continuous improvement is vital. Regular check-ins and candid dialogue between the board, CEO, and senior leadership team are crucial throughout the transition period. By actively listening and seeking feedback from all constituents, leadership can adapt and adjust as needed, addressing any miscommunications or misperceptions proactively. The first year as a CEO is a transformative journey, filled with both challenges and opportunities. By embracing the disruptive nature of this transition and adopting a strategic, empathetic, and adaptable approach, newly appointed CEOs can navigate this pivotal period with confidence, setting the stage for long-term success and organizational prosperity.